Good evening, baseball fans and Yankee Nation. You are here on Yankees The Ugly Truth with Ken, and we're going to be calling the game three of the play by play of the White Sox versus the New York Yankees today. We are going for the sweep today, so I have my broom sitting out waiting. And if we win and the Red Sox take out the Blue Jays, we will be in sole possession of first place in the AL East, something I've been predicting for a couple of months now. So we'll see if what I think comes true. I'm gonna I'm going to start out with the White Sox lineup tonight. Leading off, playing second base is going to be Medroth. Mead will be hitting out of the 2-hole, playing third base. Montgomery will be playing shortstop, hitting in the 3-hole. Kiro will be DHing, hitting cleanup. Vargas will be hitting in the 5-hole, playing first base. Teal will be behind the dish, hitting in the 6-hole. Taylor will be in right field, hitting out of the 7-hole. Julks will be in left, hitting out of the 8th-hole, and Hill will be in center field, bringing up the rear. Tonight, our New York Yankees lineup is Trent Grisham leading off, playing center field, hitting .237 on the season. The captain, Aaron Judge, will be in right field, hitting .328 on the season. Cody Bellinger will be playing left field, hitting out of the 3-hole at .269. Ben Rice will be at first base, hitting cleanup, hitting .256. Giancarlo Stanton will be DHing tonight, hitting out of the 5-hole at .263. Jazz Chisholm will be hitting in the 6-hole, manning second base at .247. Austin Wells will be behind the dish, hitting 7th at .218. Anthony Volpe will be at shortstop, hitting 8th, .213. And Ryan McMahon will be manning third base and bringing up the rear at .212. On the bump today is going to be Carlos Rodon for the Yankees. Hey, John, Ronald, and Just, how are y'all doing? For all of you who have just hopped in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. How are we feeling about tonight's game? I was fearing a rainout today. However, looks like the weather at the stadium has cleared, and we may be able to get this one in tonight. After this game is over with, we're going to be on the road to Baltimore to finish our season out down there at Camden Yards. So we shall see what we see. It's funny, a week ago, the Yankees were 5 games behind Toronto. And now, a week later, we are tied with the division lead with 4 games left. Hey, Jacob, welcome to the stream, brother. Appreciate you being here. For all of y'all who are just hopping in, if you could, hit the like button and share the channel out. This is Rodon's final start of the... Okay, my bust. Baltimore will be coming to our house for 3. I forgot we were just there. What was I saying? I lost my track. All right, I'll just yammer for a bit more. We're a couple of minutes before game time, and we're about to get it on. The races have closed up some. Today, the Reds beat the Pirates 2-1. So if the Mets falter tonight, the Reds will be sitting in the sixth seed of the NL. The Orioles beat the Tampa Bay Rays 6-5 today. Twins beat the Rangers 4-0. Astros hammered the Athletics 11-5. So the A's are still, or the Astros are still fighting for their spot. They're sitting one game out and looking on the outside in. The Dodgers hammered the Diamondbacks, putting them 2 games out of the wild card, and they beat them 8-0. In the top of the fourth, the Phillies lead the Marlins 1-0, and in the bottom of the second, the Tigers lead the Guardians 3-0. That's what I was saying before. Carlos Rodon is in his final appearance of the season, and he is going for his 18th win. No other team in baseball has starters that have that many wins. Max Fried at 19, and hopefully Carlos Rodon at 18. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate that. Dodgers did clinch the division. So, how are we feeling about tonight's game? Good, bad, indifferent, fearing. Hey, Ray, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. It's an interesting thing that the if the Yankees take the division, we have the best record in the American League. So we'll end up with a first round bye. And it looks like the Yankees haven't taken the field yet. However, we're just a couple of minutes out. Interesting thing tonight is the Blue Jays are going with the bullpen game. Yeah, hats off to Raleigh. 60 home runs is great. Right now, the Blue Jays and the Yankees are tied at 90 and 68 on the season. Red Sox are 87 and 71 and 3 games out. And it looks like Rodon has Yankees have taken the field, and Rodon is on the bump, throwing his last few starts. How do we feel Rodon is going to do tonight? What are we expecting? Any heroes tonight? Secret for me, Rodon has to pitch ahead of the hitters. Yankees have to field the ball cleanly, not give them extra outs, and have good situational hitting, not relying on the long ball. Rodon is making his 33rd start of the season. He is 17-9 with a 3.04 ERA. Opponents are only hitting 188 against him, which is the best in Major League Baseball. Rodon also has 198 strikeouts, so he pops 2, and he will break the 200 strikeout mark for the season. Indeed, we do. Medroth is coming up to bat. He's hitting 260 on the season, 5 home runs, 23 RBIs. Rodon is ready. And he sets. And the first pitch is a high fly ball to right field. Judge is camped under it, and that is going to be the first out of the game. One pitch, one out, and the game is underway. Outfielders is going to be Bellinger in left, Grisham in center, Rice in right, McMahon at third, Volpe at shortstop, Chisholm at second, Rice at first, Wells behind the dish, Stanton DHing, and Rodon on the bump. And he sets and he fires, and the pitch is a fastball just off the plate. Medroff is hitting 238 with 3 home runs, 19 RBIs, and a 633 OPS. Rodon sets and fires, and the fastball is swung on and missed. Count is even at 1-1. And in the stadium, you can hear roll call being hailed. And the pitch is on the way, and it catches the top of the strike zone for call. Strike 2. Count is 1-2. And Rodon sets, fires, and the pitch is looped to shortstop. Volpe tracks it on the outfield grass and makes a play for the second out. Coming up to bat is Montgomery. Michael feels that Rice is going to have a good game. Just Minks feels that McMahon's going to be the hero. And Rodon sets, fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Rodon sets, and he fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is even at 1-1. Montgomery's hitting 226 on the season, 19 home runs, 51 RBIs, and an 800 OPS. And Rodon sets, fires, and the slider is up high. Count is 2-1. And Rodon sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is down low. Count is now 3-1. Clint Vondrak is the home plate umpire with 6 major league seasons. He is considered a hitter-friendly umpire. And Rodon sets, fires, and the ball is hit into center field past a diving Volpe. And that is a base hit, first hit for the White Sox tonight. Coming up to bat is Kiro. Kiro's hitting 272, 5 home runs, 36 RBIs, and a 701 OPS. And Rodon sets, fires, and the pitch catches the inside corner for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. And Rodon sets. And he fires, and the changeup is in the dirt. Count is 1-1. And Rodon sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 1-2. Hey John, how you doing? And the pitch is on the way, and it is chop foul. Count remains 1-2. Well, John, I call him how I see him. And Rodon sets, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike three. And that is going to be Rodon's first strikeout of the night, and that is going to do it for the White Sox in the top of the first. No runs and on one hit, one runner left on base. Coming up to bat for our New York Yankees is going to be uh, Trent Grisham, Aaron Judge, and Cody Bellinger. And let's see. In the top of the third, the Tigers are now taking a 3-1 lead on the Guardians. It's the fight for the AL Central there. Phillies are still leading the Marlins 1-0. And those are the only games on this underway right now. Actually, let me update this. I think that this is wrong. In the bottom of the first, the Red Sox and the Jays are locked up at zeros. Davis Martin is on the bump. 25th start. And the first pitch to Grisham is fouled back. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 0-2. And the pitch is on the way, and it is just off the plate. Count is 1-2. And Martin sets, fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is evened at deuce. And the pitch is on the way, and Grisham hammers this one into center field. That is going to be the first hit for the Yankees this evening. All rise. The judge is in the chambers. And the first pitch is down in the dirt. Count is 1-0. Judge is hitting 328 with 51 home runs, 109 RBIs, and 1136 OPS. And Martin sets, pitches on the way, and this one is hammered into left center field. And Trisham is going to advance to third, and Judge is going to have a sliding double. So the Yankees have runners at second and third with nobody out. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger. And Martin sets. First pitch to Bellinger is in the dirt. Count is 1-0. Looks like the White Sox have drawn the infield in. Bellinger's hitting 269 on the season, 29 homers, 97 RBIs, and an 810 OPS. And Martin sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is in the dirt. Count is 2-0. And Bellinger sets. And the pitch is up and away. Count is 3-0. And Martin sets. Looks like he caught the top of the strike zone, but it's called ball 4. So the bases are juiced full of Yankees. Ben Rice is coming up to bat. And it looks like the rain has come down at a pretty good clip at the stadium. And Martin sets. Pitch is on the way, and it just catches the outside portion of the plate for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. And the 0-1 is on the way, and it bounces in the dirt. Count is even at 1-1. And Martin sets. Pitch is on the way, and Rice fouls this one off. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and it bounces in the dirt. Count is even at 2-2. And Martin sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is fouled off the umpire. Count is going to remain 2-2. What color is your goose, Ben Rice? And it looks like the catcher took the foul tip off his forearm. So he got a little bit of an injury delay, trying to get feeling back in his hand. Looks like Teal is okay, and we're going to get back underway. Rice is back in the box. Martin sets, and he fires, and the pitch is hammered foul. Count is going to remain deuce deuce. Day-o. Day-o. And the count is deuce deuce. Pitch is on the way, and this one is chopped towards the first base line. And Rice is going to be tagged out. But Grisham is going to cross home plate, and the Yankees take a 1-0 lead. Runners advance to second and third. Coming up to bat is Giancarlo Stanton. And the pitch is on the way, and it is called strike one at the top of the strike zone. Count is 0-1 for Stanton. Stanton has been in a bit of a slump lately. Infield is in. I'd hate to see a ball coming at me off of his bat. And Martin sets, and the pitch is up and in. Count is 1-1. Ducks on the pond, G. Just a base hit. And the pitch is on the way, and this one is chopped foul down the third base line. Count is 1-2. Pitch is on the way, and Stanton swings and misses for strike three. Completely unproductive out. And that is the second down. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm. And the first pitch to Jazz is on the way. It is down low. Count is 1-0. Infield is back at normal depth. And Martin sets, fires, and the pitch is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 2-0. And the pitch is on the way, and Jazz hits this one foul down the first base line. Count is 2-1. Just a little bit of bingo. Rat-a-tat, base hit. Two score. And the pitch is on the way, and Jazz bounces this one to the first baseman. Vargas is going to step on first, and that is going to do it for the Yankees. Bases loaded with nobody out, and we can only pull one. As we head to the second, Vargas, Teal, and Taylor will be coming up to bat. And for those of you who have hopped in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, follow the channel, and if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. We are at 398 subscriptions, looking to hit our 400 mark. It's just a couple down, and anything that you could do to help that happen would be most appreciated. It was a bases loaded bounce out to the tap down the first base line. The pitcher got it and tagged Rice out, and a run scored. And Rodon is on the bump for the top of the second. And the pitch to Vargas is just off the plate. Count is 1-0. And Rodon sets, and the pitch is foul tapped off. Count is 1-1. And Rodon sets, fires, and the pitch is down low. Count is 2-1. And the pitch is on the way, and this is hit over Volpe's head to Bellinger. So that is a base hit by Vargas. Laid-off hitter on base. Coming up to bat is the catcher, Teal. He came from the Red Sox as part of the trade for Garrett Crochet. Rodon sets, fires, and the ball is chop foul. Count is 0-1. And Rodon sets. Pitch. Damn it, it clips Teal. So that's going to put runners at first and second with nobody out. Michael A. Taylor coming up to bat. Taylor's hitting 197, 8 home runs, 32 RBIs, and a 611 OPS. And the pitch is on the way. Taylor shows bunt, and this one is going to roll foul. And Rodon sets. Pitch is on the way. Taylor shows bunt again. McMahon fields it and fires to first to record the out, but the runners are going to advance to second and third. Good sacrifice by Michael A. Taylor. Coming up to bat is Jukes, hitting 273 on the season. No home runs, no RBIs, 727 OPS. And they play the infield back, second and third with one out. And the first pitch is swung on and missed for call, strike one. And the next pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 0-2. And the pitch is on the way, and the changeup is down low. Count is 1-2. And Rodon sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is hit to center field. Grisham is running, going to make the play on the track, but this is going to allow Vargas to tag and score. So the game is now tied at 1. And the first pitch to Hill is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Hill is hitting .213 on the season, 3 home runs, 10 RBIs, and a .606 OPS. And Rodon sets, pitches, and the ball is fouled off. Count is 1-1. And Rodon sets. And the batter calls timeout. Hey, AD, how you doing? And Rodon sets. Pitch is fouled off. Count is 1-2. Rodon sets, fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. And that is going to do it for the White Sox in the top of the second, but not before they score a run to bring the lead or tie the game at 1-1. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the second is going to be Wells, Volpe, and McMahon. For those of you who have hopped in our stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. We are at 398 subscribers, looking to hit our milestone of 400. Anything that y'all can do to help that out would be most appreciated. And Wells is stepping into the box. Wells is hitting 218 on the season, 21 home runs, 69 RBIs, and a 714 OPS. Martin sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is hit through the infield into right field, and that is a base hit for Wells. Coming up to bat is Anthony Volpe. Volpe has been hitting better since his cortisone shot and some time off his feet. Volpe's hitting 213 on the season, 19 home runs, 72 RBIs, and a 673 OPS. Martin sets, fires, and the first pitch catches the inside portion of the plate for call, strike one. And Martin sets, fires, and the cutter is down low. Count is even at 1-1. And there is a pickoff attempt at first. Grisham is back standing up, or Wells is back standing up. AD, you can't do memberships or gifts on my stream because I am not monetized. You need 500 subscribers, and I'm 102 away from that mark. And Martin sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is fouled off. Count is going to remain 1-2. And Martin sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is fouled straight back. Count is going to remain 1-2. Martin is at 32 pitches already. Pitch is on the way, and Volpe hits a flare to center field. Hill is going to make the play, and Wells is going to have to retreat back to first base. Thanks, AD. Appreciate that. Coming up to bat is Ryan McMahon. First pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is 1-0. McMahon is hitting 212 on the season, 19 home runs, 52 RBIs, and a 684 OPS. And Martin sets, fires, and the pitch is off the plate. The count is 2-0. And the pitch is on the way, and this one is squibbed into the infield. McMahon is going to beat this one out, and that is going to be an infield hit. Wells is going to be at second. McMahon is going to be at first. So the Yankees have runners at first and second with one out. And big Trent Grisham is coming up to bat. Grisham is 1-for-1 on the day with a single and a run scored, our only run. Is it time for a Grish bomb? And Martin sets. First pitch is on the way, and it catches the outside corner for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. And Martin sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Nice 96-mile-an-hour fastball. And Grisham is back in the box. Martin sets, fires, and this one is hammered foul, but it's going to bend foul just before the right field foul pole. And Grish is taking a couple of practice swings on his timeout. Steps back in the box. He's set up in warrior mode. And the pitch is chopped to first base. Vargas is going to flip it to Martin for the second out. Runners are going to advance to second and third. Coming up to bat is the captain. All rise. The judge is in the chambers. And they're going to hold four fingers up and intensely walk judge. Go figure. So coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger. He walked in his first plate appearance. That is Judge's 35th intentional walk, a new American League record. And the first pitch is on the way, and Bellinger fouls this one straight back. Count is 0-1. And Martin sets, fires, and the four-seamer is down low. Count is 1-1. And Martin sets. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball is in there for call, strike two. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is now even at deuce. And the pitch is on the way, and it is inside. Count is now 3-2. There are two outs in the inning. The bases are juice full of Yankees. Cody Bellinger is up, and the pitch is chopped to Vargas at first base. He flips it to Martin for the third out, and the Yankees cannot score. Leave the bases loaded in the bottom of the second. Coming up to bat in the top of the third is Medroth, Meade, and Montgomery. And I will be back in just half a click. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. Your support is most appreciated. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. And Rodon is back on the bump, and he is ready to go to Mydroth. And the first pitch to Mydroth is down low. Think he might have caught the bottom of the strike zone, but Rodon sets and he fires, and the four seamer catches the inside of the plate. Call strike one. Count is 1-1. Rodon sets, fires, and the pitch is lined to center field. Grisham is drifting and is going to make the play for the first out of the inning. Rodon has had two strikeouts, so he has hit the 200 strikeout mark for the Yankees this season. Meade is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 1 with a line out in the first. Rodon sets, and the slider catches the plate for call, strike one. And Rodon sets, and the pitch is a towering fly ball. Jazz Chisholm is backing up, and he makes the play in short right field for the second out. Coming up to bat is Montgomery. He is 1 for 1 on the day with a single. Rodon sets, fires, and the pitch is just a bit low. Count is 1-0. And Rodon sets, fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 1-1. Rodon sets, fires, and the pitch is called strike two. Count is 1-2. And Rodon sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is low and away. Count is evened at deuce. Pitch is on the way, and this is hammered to first base, but Rice is going to make the play on the line out, and the White Sox go down in order. Heading to the bottom of the third, Rice, Stanton, and Chisholm will be coming up to bat. And let's check the scoreboard out. And in our active games, in the top of the seventh, Phillies still lead the Marlins 1-0. In the bottom of the fifth, the Tigers lead the Guardians 4-1. As you know, our game is locked up at one apiece in the bottom of the third. In the top of the fourth, the Red Sox and Jays are locked up at zeros. In the bottom of the first, the Mets have a 2-0 lead on the Cubs. And those are your active games at this point. And Big Ben is stepping up to the plate. He is 0 for 1 on the night with a ground out and an RBI. And Martin sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is down low for ball 1. And Martin sets. Fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is now 2-0. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 2-1. And the pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is deuce. And Martin sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is hammered foul down the right field line. Count is going to remain deuce. What color is your goose, Ben Rice? And the pitch is on the way, and this one is grounded to Medroth at second. He fires on to Vargas to record the first out of the inning. Coming up to that is Giancarlo Stanton. He is 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout. And Martin sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is down low off the plate. Count is 1-0. Martin sets, and the pitch is way inside, but Stanton swings at it and fouls it off. Count is now 1-1. And Martin sets. Pitch is on the way, and Stanton hammers this one straight back. Count is going to go to 1-2. And Martin sets, fires, and the pitch buzzes the tower on Stanton. Count is deuce. And Martin sets. Pitch is on the way, and Stanton swings and misses for the second strikeout of the night. I think we need to sit Stanton down for a few days because he is not hitting jack. Jazz Chisholm is up to bat, and he swings at a cutter down in the dirt. Count is 0-1. And Martin sets. Pitch is on the way, and it makes Daz dance as it bounces by his feet. Count is 1-1. And Martin sets. Pitch is on the way, and he catches the inside portion of the plate for call. Strike two. Count is 1-2. Martin sets, fires, and Jazz swings over the top of that for strike three. And that is going to do it for the Yankees in the bottom of the third. Coming up in the top of the fourth is going to be Hero, Vargas, and Teal. I want to thank everybody for taking time to listen to a little bit of play by play. Your support is most appreciated. For those of you that have just joined, if you have not, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. We're at 398 subscribers, looking for our next milestone of 400. So your support would be most appreciated in that endeavor. And we are just a few minutes before game time in the Seahawks and Cardinals battle. NFL, that is. And Rodon sets. Kiro is in the box. And the first pitch is on the way. Swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Kiro is 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout. Rodon sets, fires, and he catches the inside corner of the strike zone. Count is 0-2. Chad is awfully quiet tonight. Rodon sets. Pitch is on the way. It is down in the dirt. Count is 1-2. And Rodon sets, fires, and the changeup is down low. Count is evened at deuce. Rodon sets, fires, and the pitch is bounced to Volpe at shortstop. He fires across the diamond to record the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Vargas. Vargas is 1 for 1 on the day with a run scored. Rodon sets and fires, and the first pitch is a four-seamer that is going to be called for strike one. Count is 0-1. Rodon sets, fires, and the pitch is low and outside. Count is even at 1-1. And Rodon sets. Next pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is now 2-1. Rodon sets, fires, and the pitch is down low. Count is now 3-1. Come on, Carlos. You don't need to give up free passes. And Rodon sets, fires, and the pitch is off the plate for ball 4. Vargas is going to strip his gear off and head to first base. That is Rodon's first walk of the night. And Rodon sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call, strike one. Till was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. And Rodon sets. Fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-2. And Rodon sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. That is Rodon's third strikeout of the night. That is the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Michael A. Taylor, who had a sacrifice. Rodon sets and fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is 1-0. And Rodon sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 1-1. Rodon checks on the runner. He sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is hit into right field. Judge is tracking it, and this one is out of here. So that is going to be a 3-1 lead for the White Sox. White Sox are up 3-1 in the top of the fourth. And the first pitch to Julks is outside. Count is 1-0. Rodon sets, fires, and this pitch is a fly ball to center field. Trent Grisham is tracking it, and he makes the play for the third out, but not before the White Sox get 2 runs on a Michael A. Taylor to give the White Sox a 3-1 lead. As we head to the bottom of the fourth, Austin Wells, Anthony Volpe, and Ryan McMahon will be coming up to bat. And for those of you that are here, if you would, hit the like button, share the channel out. If you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. I am going to go check on my mother, so I will be back in just a moment. And the count is 2-2 on Austin Wells. And the ball is driven to left field. Julks is tracking it, and he brings it in for the first out of the inning. And the first pitch is in there for call, strike one. Volpe is 0 for 1 on the day with a flyout in the second. Pitch is on the way, and Volpe grounds it to Meade, who fires across the diamond to Vargas for the second out. Ryan McMahon is coming up to bat. He's 1 for 1 on the day with a single in the second. And the first pitch is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. Martin sets, fires, and the pitch is way inside. Count is 1-1. Martin sets, fires, and paints the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike two. Count is now 1-2. Martin sets, fires, and this pitch is fouled off. Count is going to remain 1-2. Martin sets, fires, and the pitch is just off the plate. Count is even at deuce deuce. What color is your goose, Ryan McMahon? And the pitch is on the way. McMahon swings through it for strike three. And that is going to do it for the Yankees in the bottom of the fourth. Coming up in the top of the fifth is going to be Hill, Medroff, and Mead. And we're 12 minutes into the first quarter of the Seahawks Cardinals game. It is 4th and 7 on the 42-yard line, and it looks like the Cardinals are going to be punting the first possession away. And Seattle is going to fair catch the ball on their 13-yard line. So, how are we feeling about the game, guys and gals? We're in the fifth inning, so I think it's time for a hat change. Coming up to bat is Hill. He is 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the second. And Rodon sets, pitches, and wow, that ball is way off the plate, but it is called strike one. Count is 0-1. Rodon sets and he fires, and this one catches the top of the strike zone, but it is called ball one. Guess we're doing reverse splits tonight. Count is 1-1. Wow, Celia. Great take for not even halfway through the game. And Rodon sets, fires, and the ball is chopped to Volpe. Volpe feels it and fires to first to record the first out of the inning. Midroth is coming up to bat. He's 0 for 2 on the night with a flyout and a lineout. And Rodon sets and fires, and the changeup is just a bit low. Count is 1-0. And Rodon sets, fires, and the pitch catches the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 1-2. And Rodon sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is going to remain 1-2. And Rodon sets, fires, and the changeup bounces in the dirt. Count is now evened at 2-2. Rodon sets, fires, and the pitch is lined to left field. Bellinger is going to come on and make the play for the second out. Coming up to bat is Meade. He is 0 for 2 on the night with a lineout and a flyout. And the first pitch is down low. Count is 1-0. And Rodon sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is called. Strike one. Count is evened at 1-1. Rodon sets, fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. Meade is 0 for 2 on the night with a pop out to short and a pop out to second. And Rodon sets, pitch is on the way, and it is down low. Count is 1-2. Or 2-2, excuse me. Rodon sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed for strike three. It's going to be Rodon's fourth strikeout of the night. And as we head to the bottom of the fifth, Grisham, Judge, and Bellinger are coming up to bat. For those of you who have hopped into the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. And let's see. Around the major leagues, the Reds beat the Pirates 2-1. Orioles beat the Rays 6-5. Twins beat the Rangers 4-0. Astros beat the A's 11-5. Dodgers beat the Diamondbacks 8-0. In the bottom of the eighth, the Phillies lead the Marlins 1-0. In the top of the seventh, the Tigers lead the Guardians 4-1. As you know, in this game, the White Sox lead the Yankees 3-1. In the top of the sixth, the Red Sox and Jays are locked up at zeros. In the bottom of the third, the Mets lead the Cubs 3-0. And that is our active Major League scoreboard for tonight. Let's see. Welcome to the stream, Lou and Nancy. And the first pitch to Grisham is fouled off. Count is 0-1. Grisham's he's 1 for 2 on the night and had a single and scored our only run of the evening. And the pitch is on the way, and Grisham swings and fouls that off. Count is 0-2. Grisham is back in the box. Pitch is on the way, and it is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike 3. All rise. The judge is in the chambers. Judge is 1 for 1 on the night with a double and an intentional base on balls. And the first pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 0-1. And Martin sets, and he fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is 1-1. And the next pitch is off the plate. Count is 2-1. Pitch is on the way, and Judge swings and misses. Big cut. Count is now 2-2. What color is your goose, Aaron Judge? Pitch is on the way, and this one is hammered through the infield, and that is going to be a base hit for the captain. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger. Belly is 0 for 1 on the night with a base on balls. And the first pitch for Martin is a changeup off the plate. Count is 1-0. And Martin sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is 1-1. And Martin sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is hammered into right field. Michael A. Taylor is going to field the ball, and Judge is going to advance to second. Belly's at first, so the Yankees have runners at first and second with one out. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice. And it looks like they are taking Martin out of the game. And former Diamondback Tyler Gilbert is coming in to face Ben Rice, a lefty. Tyler Gilbert has an interesting history. When he was with the Diamondbacks, his first professional start was a no hitter. Then he suffered a injury that required Tommy John surgery, and he was never the same pitcher after that. And for those of you that are in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. We are at 398 subscribers, looking to hit our milestone of 400. Any support that you can provide helping us attain that goal would be most appreciated. They have taken Tyler Gilbert's glove. So they made Gilbert switch his gloves out. Looks like he may have some type of sticky substance in his glove. The question I have is if he had a glove that had tack on it, why is he not thrown out of the game? Rice is 0 for 2 on the night with a pair of groundouts and an RBI. Ducks on the pond, Ben. All you need is a little rat-a-tat, a base hit. And the first pitch from Gilbert is way outside. Count is 1-0. And Gilbert sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is down low. Count is 2-0. And Gilbert sets, fires, and the sweeper is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 2-1. Gilbert sets, fires, and Rice swings over a sweeper. Count is now 2-2. Gilbert sets, fires, and the pitch is in the dirt way off the plate. Count is 3-2. Stanton is on deck. He hasn't seen like he has got a clue tonight. He is 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Gilbert sets and fires, and the pitch is way off the plate. So that is going to be ball 4. So the bases are going to be juiced full of Yankees with 1 out. Are the Yankees going to actually be able to score this time? This is the third time that the Yankees have had the bases loaded. And as I mentioned before, Stanton is 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts tonight. And the pitch is on the way, and it is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. And Gilbert sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is hammered through the infield. It's past Meade into left field. Judge is going to score. Ballinger is going to score. And Rice is going to score. So that is going to be a bases clearing double for Stanton. And the Yankees have retaken the lead 4-3. And the Yankees have recaptured the lead 4-3. So hence, the third baseman, Meade, did an Olay on the ball. Stanton had nailed that. So it might have been self-preservation for the third baseman. And the first pitch to Jads is up high. Count is 1-0. Day-o. Day-o. And the pitch is off the plate. Count is 2-0. And Bello is in trouble in the Blue Jays Boston game. They're in the bottom of the second or sixth. Red Sox have the bases loaded with nobody out, and it looks like they are pulling Bello. And Gilbert sets. And he fires, and the pitch is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike one. Count is 2-1. And Gilbert sets. Checks on the runner at second. And the pitch is driven to the first baseman, who fields it clean. Vargas is going to take it himself. Stanton is going to advance to third. Coming up to bat is Austin Wells. Day-o. Day-o. All right, Sean. And Gilbert sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is on the way, and it catches the inside corner for strike two. Count is 0-2. And Gilbert steps off the rubber. Wells is out of the box. Don't know who they're charging the timeout to. Just a little bit of bingo, Austin. He's back in the box. Gilbert sets, fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and Wells. Oh, horse shit. Wells is down on strikes. I don't think he even came close to swinging at that one. And that does it for the Yankees, but not before the Yankees score 3 runs to take the lead 4-3 in the bottom of the 5th. Coming up to bat in the top of the 5th is going to be Montgomery, Kiro, and Vargas. And looks like Justin Wilson has come in the game to replace Bello. He has an 0-2 count on Dalton Varsho, and there are no outs. And yeah, Varsho just hit a grand slam. So the Blue Jays are now up 4-0 on the Red Sox. That will let Varsho's bat at 103 miles an hour and travel 371 feet. For those of you who have not, please hit the like button and share our channel out. If you are not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. We are at 398 subscribers, looking to hit our milestone of 400. Anything that y'all could do to help us out would be most appreciated. And Montgomery hits one deep to right center field, and that one is going to go off the wall. And Montgomery is in there for a stand up double. And Rodon sets, fires, and the pitch to Caro is down low. Count is 1-0. And in the Thursday night game, the Seahawks just scored a touchdown and converted the extra point. Score is now 7-3, Seahawks over the Cardinals. And the pitch is grounded to Volpe. Volpe gets the lead runner. Bad base running by Montgomery. So that is a fielder's choice. The runner at second is thrown out. Vargas Kiro is going to be at first base. Vargas is coming up to bat. And Rodon sets. Pitch is off the plate. Down low. Count is 1-0. And Rodon sets. Fires, and he catches the top of the strike zone for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. Vargas is 1-for-1 on the day with a single and a base on balls. 2 runs scored. Rodon sets, fires, and this pitch is hit to center field. Grisham is backing up but is tracking it, and he makes the play in deep center field. That is the second out. Rodon is at 79 pitches. Teal is up to bat. He is 0-for-1 on the day with a hit by pitch and a strikeout. And the first pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. And Rodon sets, fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-2. And Rodon sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed for the 5th strikeout of the night for Rodon. So Rodon survives a leadoff double and strands a runner. As we head to the bottom of the 6th, Anthony Volpe, Ryan McMahon, and Trent Grisham coming up to bat. All right, chat, we're awfully quiet. We got nothing to say. So how are we feeling about the game, chat? Chat's awfully quiet. And Kyler Murray is sacked at the 20-yard line. Looks like it's about an 8-yard loss. There is 34 seconds left in the first quarter. And it looks like Gilbert is going to stay in the game. Volpe's the first batter up to bat. Volpe is 0-for-2 on the night with a flyout and a groundout. Gilbert sets and fires, and the first pitch is a sinker off the plate. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and it is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 2-0. And the pitch is on the way, and it catches the outside corner. Count is 2-1. Gilbert sets and fires, and Volpe fouls this one off. Count is 2-2. Deuce, deuce, what color is your goose? And the pitch is fouled down the third baseline. Yeah, you can cash this game in. Springer just hit a 2-run homer. So the Blue Jays now lead the Red Sox 6-0 in this game. And Gilbert sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is 3-2. Count is full on Volpe. And Gilbert sets, and Volpe swings at a ball that is completely off the plate for strike 3, and that is the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Ryan McMahon. And Gilbert sets, he fires, and he hits McMahon in the back with a sweeper. Coming up to bat is Trent Grisham. He is 1 for 3 on the night with a single, run scored, and a strikeout. Gilbert sets, and he fires, and the pitch is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. Looks like Luke Weaver is warming up in the bullpen. And the pickoff attempt is made on McMahon. He's in there standing up. And the pitch is on the way, and it is all the way to the backstop. And McMahon is going to advance to second. And needless to say, that was a ball. So the count is now 1-1. And Gilbert sets, fires, and Grisham hits this one into right center field. And that is going to be a fine diving catch by Hill. And that takes away an extra base hit and a ribby away from Grisham. Grisham tagged this one. Great play by the center fielder Hill. And of course, they intentionally walked the captain. Gilbert sets and he fires, and the pitch is down low and away. Count is 1-0. Gilbert checks on the runner at second. He sets and fires, and the second pitch is way off the plate. Count is 2-0. And the pitch is on the way. Bellinger swings and misses. Count is 2-1. And the pitch is on the way, and this one is chop foul. Count is 2-2. And the Red Sox have just scored a run to get on the board. So the score is 6-1 in the top of seventh. Bellinger is back in the box. Gilbert sets, fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is now 3-2. And Gilbert sets. Pitch is on the way, and the pitch is up and in for ball 4. So Bellinger is going to take his base. The bases are going to be juiced full of Yankees once again. Ben Rice is coming up to bat. Rice is 0 for 2 on the night with a walk in the fifth, run scored, and an RBI. Looks like the pitching coach is coming out to talk to their pitcher. You're right, Sean, because this is what Judge is going to see. And Gilbert sets, fires, and the pitch is a sweeper right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. And Gilbert sets, fires, and the sweeper catches the outside portion of the plate. Count is 0-2 on Rice. Come on, Ben, just a little rat-a-tat. No home run, just a base hit. And Gilbert sets, fires, and the pitch is way outside. Count is 1-2. And Gilbert sets, fires, and that pitch is way off the plate. Count is going to be evened at 2-2. Gilbert sets, fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is now full, 3-2. Gilbert sets, fires, and the pitch is a fly ball to left field. Julks is waiting on it to put it away for the final out. So once again, the Yankees have the bases loaded and cannot capitalize on that opportunity. As we head to the top of the seventh or sixth, or we head to the top of the seventh, the Yankees have a 4-3 lead on the White Sox. Coming up to bat is Michael A. Taylor, Julks, and Hill. For those of you who haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees Yell the Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. Come on, chat. You can't hit rat-a-tat? Drop a say hey so we know who's here. And Luke Weaver is relieving Carlos Rodon. Brooks Baldwin will be pinch hitting for Taylor. And the first pitch is fouled away. Count is 0-1. Baldwin is hitting .239 on the season, 9 home runs, 31 RBIs, and a .675 OPS. And Weaver sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is down in the dirt. Count is 1-1. And Weaver sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is hammered to right field. Judge is tracking it, and he is going to make the play in deep right field for the first out of the inning. And it looks like Robertson is pitch hitting for Jukes. And the first pitch is on the way. He shows bunting. It is fouled straight back. Count is 0-1. And Weaver sets. And he fires a four-seamer that is fouled off. Count is 0-1. Actually, that's 0 and 2. And the pitch is hit to center field. Grisham is tracking it. He's heading back, and he is going to make a fine running catch for the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Hill. He is 0 for 2 on the night with a strikeout. And the pitch is grounded to Volpe, who fires it to Rice at first. And that is a 1-2-3 inning for Weaver. And in the football game, Kyler Murray just threw an interception as the Cardinals were driving. Nick Jones gets it and returns it back for 15 yards. And they're going to a commercial break. United States Navy in the house. And that is Petty Officer Thomas McManus from the Bronx, served during Desert Storm in the United States Navy. Thank you for your service, sir. Hey, John the Beagle Dad, welcome to the stream. I don't think the Yankees have the intention of coughing the lead up. However, you never can tell. It could happen. So, will Tyler Gilbert come out for another inning relief? So, how are we feeling about the game, chat? Chat is awfully quiet. Not a lot to say tonight. And it looks like Vassal will be coming in to replace Gilbert. Vassal is a right handed pitcher. Looks like Will Robertson will be staying in left field. Brooks Baldwin will be in right field. And the first pitch to Stanton paints the outside corner for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. And Vassal sets, and the pitch is low and away. Stanton checks his swing. Count is 1-1. Well, to answer your question, Sean, and the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. If the Red Sox pull their heads out of their stumps and actually stop chasing balls off the plate, they might actually have an opportunity to get back in this game. And Vassal sets, fires, and this pitch is hammered foul down the right field line. Stanton is 1 for 3 on the night with a double. 3 runs scored on that double. And Vassal sets, fires, and the pitch is a changeup down low. Count is now deuce. Looks like Devin Williams is warming up in the bullpen. And the pitch is on the way, and it is inside. Count is now 3-2 on Stanton. Looks like Vassal is trying to get Stanton to chase some off-speed stuff, so I anticipate he'll bring a fastball now. And Vassal sets and fires, and the fastball is down and away. That is ball 4, so Stanton is stripping his gear off and heading to first. And my bet is that Jose Caballero is going to come in and pinch run for Stanton. Actually, Jason Dominguez is coming in to pinch run. And Vassal makes a pickoff attempt on Dominguez. He is back head first, sliding. Jazz is 0 for 3 on the night with a pair of groundouts and a strikeout. And the pitch is up and away. Count is 1-0. And Vassal sets and fires, and this ball is chopped to first base. And Vargas thought about going to first or second, but he is going to step on the bag at first and record the first out of the inning. Dominguez is going to end up at second. Coming up to bat is Austin Wells. He is 1 for 3 on the night with a single in the second. Wells is in the box. Vassal sets. Pitch is on the way, and Wells fouls this one straight back. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is on the way, and that is ball one. Count is 1-1. Vassal sets, fires in. This one is hit to right center field, and this one is going to be off the wall. It is going to bounce over Hill's head, and Dominguez is rounding the place. He is going to score. That is an RBI double for Austin Wells, and the Yankees are now up 5-3. So that Wells' 70th ribby. Coming up to bat is Anthony Volpe. He is 0 for 3 on the night. And the first pitch is a four-seamer down on the bottom of the strike zone for call, strike one. Volpe has a ground out, a fly out, and a strikeout to his name. Vassal sets, fires, and the sweeper is off the plate. Count is 1-1. Vassal sets, fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is 2-0 or 2-1. And the pitch is on the way, and it catches the bottom of the strike zone for call, strike two. Count is now deuce. What color is your goose? Anthony Volpe. And Vassal sets. Sweeper is down low. Count is now full, 3-2. And it looks like Cruz and Williams are warming up in the pen. Vassal sets, fires, and this one is hammered straight back to the backstop. Count is going to remain 3-2. Vassal sets, fires, and this pitch is a pop up. Teal is tracking it, and he's going to make the play in foul territory behind the plate for the second out. For those of you who have just hopped into the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. Ryan McMahon is coming up to bat. He is 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a hit by pitch. And Vassal sets. Pitch is on the way. It is up out of the strike zone. Count is 1-0. And Vassal sets. Pitch is down low. Count is 2-0. And Vassal sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike one. Count is 2-1. And the pitch is on the way, and McMahon fouls it off. Count is going to go to deuce. And the pitch is on the way. It is down in the dirt. Count is now full. 3-2 on McMahon. And Vassal sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate for ball 4. And that is he is going to be on for the third time in the night. Stanton got a hit. Dominguez pinch ran for him. They threw a wild pitch that allowed Dominguez to get to second, and Wells hit a double. And the first pitch is on the way, down low. Count is 1-0. Hey, Jonathan, welcome to the stream. And for those of you who have hopped on, if you could hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, and it looks like the pitcher Vassal just balked. So that is going to put runners at second and third. And Vassal sets. Pitch is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike one on Grisham. Count is 1-1. Grisham is 1 for 4 on the night with a single and a run. And Vassal sets. Pitch is swung on and missed. Count is now 1-2. Come on, Trent. A little bit of rat-a-tat. 2 ducks on the pond, just a single. And Vassal sets. Pitch is on the way, and Grisham swings and misses and strikes out for the third out. And that is going to do it for the Yankees, but not before the Yankees add another run to take a 5-3 lead on the White Sox. Heading to the top of the eighth, Medroth, Meade, and Montgomery are coming up to bat. And I want to take a moment to extend my appreciation to those of you who have taken time to listen/watch a little bit of baseball here on NY or Yankees The Ugly Truth. If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. We are at 398 subscribers, too short of our next benchmark, a 400. Any help that you guys can provide would be most appreciated. And in the football game, there is 1 minute, 7 seconds left in the half. Seahawks are threatening to score. It is third and goal. And the ball is handed off. And the running back is going to score a touchdown, taking it up to 13-3. And they'll try to convert the extra point. Devin Williams is coming into the game. And the first pitch is on the way. The changeup is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is on the way. The fastball is off the plate. Count is 1-1. And Williams sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. And Williams sets, fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike three, and that is going to do it for Medroth. Coming up to bat is Meade, the third baseman. And Williams sets, fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Meade is 0 for 3 on the night with a strikeout, flyout, and a lineout. And Williams sets, fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is 1-1. Williams sets and fires, and the pitch is up out of the strike zone. Count is now 2-1. Williams sets, fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is deuce deuce. What color is your goose, Devin Williams? And Williams sets, fires, and the pitch is swung on and fouled off. And Williams sets, pitch is on the way, and the changeup is fouled off. Count is going to remain 2-2. Might be time for Williams to flash a fastball up and in. And the pitch is on the way, and the changeup is fouled off again. Yet another changeup. Williams sets, fires, and the change is fouled off again. I don't know if you've thrown 3 changeups to him in a row and he's fouled all 3 of them off. Might be trying to try another pitch. However, I am not that smart, so never can tell. And Williams sets and fires another changeup. Meade swings and misses. That is the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Montgomery. Montgomery is 2 for 3 on the night with a single and a double. And the first pitch is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. And Williams sets, fires, and the four seamer is up high. Count is evened at 1-1. And Williams sets, fires, and the changeup catches the bottom of the strike zone. Count is 1-2. Oh, wrong button. And Williams sets. Pitch is on the way, and it just misses inside. Count is deuce deuce. Devin Williams, what color is your goose? Williams sets and fires, and the fastball is up out of the strike zone. Count is now 3-2. Williams sets, fires, and the pitch is in the dirt. That is ball 4, and Montgomery is going to take the walk. And the count is 1-0. Carroll is 0 for 3 with a strikeout, ground out, and a fielder's choice. And the pitch is on the way, and Carroll hits a single over a leaping head of Jazz Chisholm, and that is going to put runners at first and second with 2 outs. And here comes Blake to have a mound visit. For those of you that are here, we have 19 likes on the evening. If you haven't hit the like, please hit it so we can have 20 for the night. And Vargas is coming up to bat. He is 1 for 2 on the night with a single, a walk, and a pair of runs scored. Looks like they're putting Corey Lee to pinch in for Kiros. And Williams sets, fires, and the first pitch is a four-seamer in there for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. And Williams checks on the runner. He sets, fires, and the pitch. Wow. Count is 1-1. Williams sets. He fires, and the pitch is a line drive. Bellinger is on the run, and he is going to make the play on the run. He saved a extra base hit, and that is going to do it for the White Sox in the top of the eighth. White Sox strand two. Coming up to bat in the bottom of eight is going to be the captain, Aaron Judge, Cody Bellinger, and Ben Rice. And for those of you who have hopped into our stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. We're at 19 likes, looking for number 20. Any help that you can provide would be most helpful. And if you have not joined the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider doing so. And it looks like the Red Sox are about to be cooked by the Jays. They're in the top of the ninth with 2 outs, trailing 6-1. They have a runner at first. And the count on their batter is 1-2. So, do we feel that we can close this game out tonight, guys and gals? And it looks like Corey Lee is going to stay in the game as the designated hitter. All rise. The judge is in the chambers. And Vassal sets, fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Judge has a double, a single, and a couple of intentional base on balls with a run scored. Vassal sets, fires, and this one is nubbed to the mound. Vassal is going to underhand it to Vargas for the first out of the inning. And it looks like the pitching coach is going to take the ball from Vassal. Back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no man. Now the Red Sox have runners at first and second with 2 outs in the top of the ninth. Looks like Cam Boozer is coming in to replace Vassal. And Hoffman is in pitching, and the ball is hit down the third base line. It is going to be an infield hit. And the Red Sox have the bases juiced full of Red Sox. 2 outs, bases loaded. And the first pitch to Bellinger is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. And the next pitch is on the way. It is off the plate. Count is 1-1. And the pitch is on the way. And this one is a high fly ball to shallow right center. Hill is there, and he is going to make the play for the second out of the inning. And Ben Rice is coming up to bat. And the Red Sox game is over with. They leave the bases loaded and lose by a score of 6-1. So the Yankees are not going to be able to claim the East tonight, maybe tomorrow. And it looks like Paul Goldschmidt is coming up to bat. And the first pitch is just a bit low. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is a high fly ball and is going to stay in play. And Baldwin is going to make the play in foul territory, and that is going to retire Goldschmidt. So we're heading to the top of the ninth. The White Sox are going to have Teal, Baldwin, and Robertson coming up to bat. And in the football game, they are at halftime. Seahawks lead the Cardinals 14-3. And for those of you who have hopped into this stream, if you have not, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. Well, John, I think we can go 3-0 in the final pass tonight. I don't think that the Blue Jays can go 3-0 against the Rays. And it looks like David Bednar is coming in to replace Devin Williams. Yep, John, I just called that the Red Sox lost that one. And Bednar sets. First pitch is on the way, and wow, that is completely in the strike zone, but it is called ball one. And Bednar sets, fires, and the curveball is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. Bednar sets, fires, and the ball is fouled off. Count is 1-2. Teal is 0 for 2 on the night with a hit by pitch. And Bednar sets. Pitch is fouled off. Count is going to remain 1-2. And the ball is grounded to McMahon. McMahon fills it and fires it to Goldie for the first out of the inning. And Bednar sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 0-1. Baldwin is 0 for 1 on the night with a flyout in the seventh. He was a pinch hitter. Bednar sets, fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. And Bednar sets. Pitch is swung on and fouled off. Count is going to remain 0-2. Bednar sets, fires, and the ball is chopped foul. Count is going to remain 0-2. And Bednar sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is down in the dirt. Count is 1-2. Bednar sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is chopped up the middle. Volpe is going to field it cleanly and shoot it to Goldie for the second out. White Sox are down to their final out of the game. Coming up to bat is Robertson. He is 0 for 1 on the night with a fly out in the seventh. He also came in and pinch hit. And Bednar sets, fires, and the first pitch is a fastball out of the strike zone. Count is 1-0. Bednar sets, fires, and the pitch is waved at. Count is 1-1. And the pitch is curveball is down low. Count is now 2-1. And Robertson is back in the box. The pitch is swung on and missed. Nice curveball. Count is now deuce. White Sox are down to their last strike. The fans in the stadium are on their feet. Bednar sets, fires, and that is fouled off. And Bednar sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed for strike three. And the Yankees win this one 5-3. Rodon gets his 18th win of the season. The Yankees have now at least clinched the first wild card slot. Yankees are still tied with the Blue Jays. We have 3 games remaining, and we will be facing the Orioles tomorrow night. I'll be calling the play-by-play right here on Yankees The Ugly Truth. So hop in. If you're subscribed to this channel, make sure your notifications are set so that you know when we go online live. Before I close her down, I want to thank everybody for taking time to sit here and listen to the play-by-play, supporting this channel. I appreciate your help. If you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and subscribe if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family. I will say, let's go Yankees, and we'll see you in the funny papers. Have a great night.